This video is brought to you by Audible.com. Another year, another Galaxy S phone. Since the very first Galaxy S, which came out in 2010, Samsung has been regularly refining and improving its formula for success in the mobile industry. It is thanks to this series of handsets that the manufacturer is now enjoying lush revenue streams and having a profound influence over the whole Android ecosystem. Now the Galaxy S4 is finally here, so let's go ahead and see if it has what it takes to be the last phone standing in the increasingly violent smartphone wars. This is Ray from PhoneArena and you're watching our Samsung Galaxy S4 review. It's not that the appearance of the Samsung Galaxy S4 is untouched compared to the one of the S3, but let's just say that the design language is almost identical. Still, we have to acknowledge the fact that the manufacturer has refined the exterior a bit. Even then, the Galaxy S4's appearance isn't anything to write home about. Its main virtues are that it's not bad and that it's actually quite comfortable to hold despite the considerable dimensions. The Galaxy S4 comes with a wonderful display. Similarly to many high-end Android handsets this year, its diagonal measures 5 inches while the resolution is 1080 by 1920 pixels. With a pixel density of 441 ppi, the display is incredibly sharp and detailed. It's still a Super AMOLED display, so the contrast is incredibly high, colors are vivid and viewing angles are quite good. However, the screen is not among the brightest ones out there, which makes it a bit difficult to view in bright daylight. Now let us say a few words about our sponsor, Audible.com. Audible is a leading audiobook service with a catalog of over 100,000 hit titles, like The Da Vinci Code or A Game of Thrones. What's more, if you go to audiblepodcast.com/PhoneArena, you'll be able to download one free audiobook and listen to it anytime on any device. If you want to get started with this beautiful service, just head over to audiblepodcast.com/PhoneArena. We've gotten used to seeing Samsung's phones arrive with the latest Android version available, and the new flagship doesn't disappoint. Coming straight with Android 4.2.2, the Galaxy S4 has all Android features, plus a ton of custom ones developed by Samsung itself. The main concept behind this version of TouchWiz Nature UX remains the same. It's a reskinned version of Android which looks and feels a bit different from the stock UI. It runs extremely fluidly and is highly customizable, allowing the user to tweak almost all of its aspects. There's a good number of custom widgets which make it easy for you to compose a useful and informative home screen setup that has a relatively unified look. The new features that make a debut on the Galaxy S4 can be divided into 4 abstract categories: fun, relationship, live task, and live care. Some of the more promising ones include Dual Shot, which captures footage from both the rear and front-facing cameras and combines it into one video. Another example is Group Play, which allows you to connect a number of Galaxy S4 handsets, creating a powerful sound system along the way. There is also Air View, which detects if your finger is floating over the display, causing the handset to show you a preview of something, if the application that you're running supports this. Yet another example is S-Health, which measures various physical activities and provides detailed health-related statistics. The Galaxy S4 is so versatile, even the built-in QWERTY keyboard displays a good number of additional keys like a whole line of numbers. Still, all these keys aren't so big, so if you're having trouble typing on the keyboard, you might be better off installing a third-party one. The Galaxy S4 comes in 2 versions, one with Snapdragon 600 and one with Exynos 5 Octa CPU. We had the chance to test the one with Snapdragon 600 processor, and it felt incredibly snappy. In addition, the handset features 2 GB of RAM and the Adreno 320 GPU, which is also very powerful. After all, there is not much use in that gorgeous display if your games do not run smoothly, right? Storage options include 16, 32 and 64 GB, but all versions support a microSD card slot, so memory expansion will always be just a walk to the store away. We have to congratulate Samsung for the decision to stick with its custom browser, which is based on the software from Android Ice Cream Sandwich, since it has proved time and time again that it's superior to Google's mobile Chrome, at least for now. Not only is it faster and more responsive, but it also supports Adobe's Flash Player, which is a no-go with Chrome. The Galaxy S4 comes with LTE support as well as HSPA plus 42.2 megabits downlink and 5.76 megabits uplink when LTE is not available. Additionally, the device is equipped with all Wi-Fi protocols, Bluetooth 4 and an IR blaster if you're in the mood of using the Galaxy S4 as a remote control. Aside from the standard settings like resolution, exposure and effects, the 13-megapixel camera of the Galaxy S4 also supports a number of useful shooting modes like beauty face, night, best face, best photo, sports and so on. These different shooting modes can help you achieve better results when using the camera in these specific scenarios. The 13-megapixel camera of the Galaxy S4 is very good. Photos come out very realistic with natural and vivid colors at the same time. The handset exposes its frames well. We didn't notice any over or underexposed areas in the photos that we took. Details are very good, while noise is kept to a minimum when shooting in daylight. Moving indoors, the situation gets dramatically worse, with noise becoming much more evident and fine details starting to appear a bit washed out. On the bright side, the colors stay natural. The Galaxy S4 can also record 1080p video, which is perfectly smooth, but we noticed that it's not superb in the details department. It's still very good, but we expected a bit more. The other aspects of the video, like colors and exposure, are alright. The Galaxy S4 features an amazing display for video playback and gaming. It's just made to let you enjoy your favorite multimedia content. It's both super big and super vibrant thanks to the AMOLED technology in use. However, if the oversaturated colors are not your cup of tea, then there's a setting that you can tweak in order to tone them down a bit. The Galaxy S4 delivers passable call quality, nothing spectacular. The earpiece is loud enough, but the quality of the sound isn't among the best. Things are a bit better on the other end of the line, though there's some room for improvement as well. The loudspeaker is powerful and manages to retain a decent sounding most of the time without starting to crackle too much. Samsung didn't exactly catch us by surprise with the Galaxy S4. Pretty much all the hardware improvements like the faster processor, better camera and 5-inch 1080p screen were expected. However, it's the flawless implementation of all these features that makes the Galaxy S4 the superb smartphone that it is. Design-wise, the latest Samsung flagship is nothing special. It looks okay and is comfortable to hold. We're more than happy to see that Samsung has managed to make the smartphone even smaller than the Galaxy S3, which is a remarkable achievement considering the bigger screen. The top-notch performance and general lack of issues continue to be among the Galaxy S's strongest sides. If you're the kind of geek who is always running benchmarks on their phone, trying to squeeze every possible bit of performance out of it, then chances are that you'll fall in love with the Galaxy S4. One thing is absolutely certain, the Galaxy S4 is a brilliant smartphone and one very likable life companion.